What is up, YouTube?
Hi.
Giving honor to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ first and foremost.
Always.
My name is Marcus.
I'm Christian.
This is Marriage for Dummies
Reacts.
And today we are going to be doing viewer's choice. It's going to be not music. It's going to be Bill Burr politically incorrect jokes or most offensive jokes. Let's see how this goes. And I'm
my hubby likes these.
Yeah, I'm very yeah, I want to see what the people in our community have to say about it. The Christians that see what they have to say. But yep, go ahead and like, subscribe, and we love you.
We do. God bless y'all.
Transgender athletes, I don't fucking understand that. You know, I understand it if you want to switch around. I don't give a shit. But I'm a sports fan. That's a really new concept to me, that you can be a dude, right? Ranked 80th in the fucking world. You have your dick cut off, you put on a sports bra, and now you're the #1 tennis player in the world, just coming out there with your man shoulders. That doesn't seem fair. I might be wrong. I might just be an old guy. I have no idea. But I'm hearing rumors like some of them are getting into that MMA. You can't have that shit. Am I nuts? That is a dickless dude beating the shit out of a woman. Jesus Christ. He might as well hit her with his discarded dick like a flashlight. Hold still. No, it's grounded. Her grounded pound is incredible. Let's bring him to a nice, normal, mainstream topic so everybody can drive home happy, no fights, all right? Sound good? All right, great. Let's talk abortion. There you go. Pro-choice always makes sense to me because I don't like people telling me what to do. And I always just like, it's your body. Who the fuck am I to tell you what to do with your body? So that always made sense. However, I still think you're killing a baby. See? That's where it gets weird. Pro-choice people are like, well, it's not a life yet. It's not a baby yet. May or may not be true. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But I'll tell you, my gut tells me that doesn't make sense. It's not a baby yet. That would be like if I was making a cake and I poured some batter in a pan and I put it in the oven, and then 5 minutes later you came by and you grabbed the pan, you threw it across the floor, and then, what the fuck, you just ruined my birthday cake. And then you were like, well, that wasn't a cake yet.
Dang,
well, it would have been.
Really
you didn't do what you just did. There would have been a cake in 50 minutes. Something happened to that cake, you cake murdering son of a bitch. Right?
The truth is
I know.
truth,
I think I know how to
bro.
raise a kid. You know what it is? You just play catch with them. That's how you raise a kid. You play catch with them. You just talk about life. You distract them by throwing the ball. They don't even notice. You're filling their heads up with your theories. Right? You don't do it the old school way, the way your parents used to. Sit down across from you. You want to tell me about your day? Right? What's that, son? We're not going to church today. Fuck that. That's all a bunch of bullshit. God's everywhere, but I got to go down there to see him? Really? And he's mad at me down there and I owe you money? Go fuck yourself. It's not down, it's in here.
All right, okay, so I understand his point because of the straw man of this. Like, we are Christians, but I mean, I have to side with, if you use the straw man version of who people believe God is, that's
and just the simple thing of God's everywhere, but unless you go here, he's not. Like, so that pressure of if you don't go to church and do it exactly every Sunday like how everyone else does it, you get those weird looks. Where were you last week? What happened? What's going on? You know what I mean? Which in some cases that people doing that can help bring something out of you where you are able to share and be able to get through those things because of it. But in a lot of cases as well, it makes you feel like, well, that determines my relationship with God. But it doesn't. That's just a place where you're able to hopefully with some peers be able to come together and worship, and 2 learn more about him, grow closer,
hold each other accountable.
Exactly. It's not like I think that in the Christian world we've definitely made it where it's an absolute. And the thing is with the relationship with God, God knows. You know what I mean? Maybe in this season we can't go to church, or maybe in this season is when he's calling me to be in church more. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's how I feel about it. But
They try to take it. It's not insane here. You do something good, you feel good. You do something bad, you feel bad, Unless you're like a sociopath, then you don't feel shit. Unless you got somebody duct taped upside down in your apartment, And if you do something like that, I want you to feel like you can come to me, Yeah, come to me. me, confess all of that. We'll go down to the precinct. We'll tell them everything. Yeah, I'm gonna turn you in. This isn't fucking Dexter. What are you mind?
That's hilarious.
Have a little empathy here. Put yourself in a lesbian's shoes. Who do lesbians date? Women. Who do they move in with? Women. Who do they get in relationships with? Women. Who do they eventually marry? Women. And I was thinking like, oh my God, I did that. I know what it's like to live with one of those fucking things. I know exactly what that is. Hopeless. Trying to make them happy. Hey, I bought you the shiny thing. Did I do it right? Huh? Trying to get them to take responsibility for their actions. Not gonna happen. The best you're gonna get is I'm sorry, but I know what it's like to be winning a fucking argument. You're winning, and then they turn it around. They're crying. You're apologizing. You're thinking, what the fuck just happened? How am I losing this shit? I had you on the ropes. You feel so dumb. You gotta go for a walk. And you're just thinking, how did I lose again? And then you figure it out. It makes you feel stupid. And then you see some bald idiot with a giant orange mustache. And you're like, you know what? Why don't you take some of that shit?
I think I've seen it before. He's discussing a lesbian walk down the street past him and just like boom, hit him on the shoulder. He tried to avoid her and she hit him on the shoulder.
Oh,
and
wow.
that was his explanation to why she
why
she might have done it. He empathized with
because what she's going through.
Women.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious. No, they aren't all bad, bro. But if y'all wanted to us to react to a particular song or content of your choosing, best way to get to that is going to our description. We got Cash App and PayPal links. Click on one of those, send a donation along with the name of the song you want us to react to or the content.
Yes. Now he has to change that. Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing is though, is that look, we're truthful up here, is that though it's not all women, but dude, come on. Like, let's be honest that as ladies, we can suck you into our crazy brains and scramble you all up and then push you out like, I won. You know what I mean? But unintentionally. Yeah. But unless we become aware of it, that we are prone to do that and not even try to, out of not wanting to, take responsibility and just kind of like what he said. But we don't like it, This
is why fathers are important on both sides.
Yeah. Like 100%. Because a father will teach you that. Yeah. A father will teach you how to take accountability, and maybe I shouldn't scramble up a man's brain because our brains are a lot more complicated than theirs. So we got to be careful. There's a reason why the Bible says that we should be more silent. That's all I'm saying.
You just got us canceled.
What? Is it? Well, Bill, you know what? Whatever.
I know you're not supposed to make fun of fat people. I understand. All right? I don't know why, though. Why? They're not a race. They're not a religion. It's totally curable. Eat an apple and go for a walk. Why are you yelling at everybody else? The fuck are you giving me shit for? All right? You put the cookies in there. I didn't. How is this my problem? Jesus Christ, you ate your way in, you can walk your way out. All right? And just slowly start shedding the pounds. Shove some fucking lettuce in there instead of a bunch of ho-hos, and it's gonna come down, and then you're on my side of the fence, right? Join me. Come on, say it with me. Shame. Shame.
Wait, hold up. You know what's sad about this is that just because somebody mentioned that made a joke about fat women in the video, that one that we did, we lost 3 subscribers. We're losing subscribers because, it's wild. That's some wild stuff, man. Yeah. But
the thing is,
into bad rubbish. I'm just saying,
Well, it's just
pray for them.
Well, the thing is that the truth does hurt sometimes, like for real. Like, and that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Because it does hurt sometimes, but it's still the truth. Like, are we just gonna avoid it forever and not talk about it, or that hurt my feelings, so now I don't want to talk, I don't want to hear it anymore? Like, no, it's honestly, it's better if you love someone to do it, even if it hurts, Yeah. So that's what we gotta do. We gotta try.
Right. I always say my wife, when my wife was pregnant, I would say my wife, she's pregnant.
This is a lot.
And then I always have these people like, excuse me, you're supposed to say we're pregnant. You're supposed to say we're pregnant. It's like, well, I'm not a seahorse. So I'm not fucking pregnant. My wife is pregnant. Look at her. She's putting on weight. Her feet are swelling up. You know, she's miserable. Fucking miserable. I'm still doing pull-ups. I'm crushing it. While being pregnant, I'm still drinking, smoking. Yeah. I saw a woman a couple months back, professional soccer player, right? She goes on to ESPN or one of these sports channels, and she starts bitching, going like, I don't understand. How come female athletes don't make as much as male professional athletes? Right? And all of these men had to sit there and act like they didn't know what the answer was. They had to sit there like dumbfounded, like, oh, I don't know. Why is that? That is a conundrum. I have no idea. Literally, I'm sitting at home screaming at the TV because you don't sell any fucking tickets. Nobody is going to women's soccer games.
We don't.
You're playing in a 20,000-seat arena. 1,500 people show up. That's not a good night. The promoter lost his fucking ass on that gig.
Love about sports is it's a great way to tap out from the news and just, you know, watch a game and get away from it. Now there's like all these causes are getting like attached to it. Like I was watching the World Series and I'm in the middle of watching the World Series and out of nowhere they have this moment, stand up to cancer. I'm watching a ball game and all of a sudden everybody stands up holding up a sign of somebody that they either know that's dying of cancer or died of it in the middle of the game. It's just like, what are you doing? I'm trying to watch a game here. You know, no, there's a time and a place. Look, I know somebody that has died of cancer. I would never go to the movies with you and in the middle of it hit pause and be like, oh, by the way, Conan, I know this guy. He died of cancer. It was horrific. I could have lifted him up off the sheet with 2 fingers. It was horrible. Hey, enjoy. Oh, by the way, I got molested when I was 9. Enjoy the rest. No, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I think white women started it. It's the worst. The fucking worst. It's all they do is bitch, moan, and complain. I had no idea how difficult it was to be a white woman in the United States of America. Evidently, it's really difficult. Yeah, they're always bitching. Do you have any idea what it's like to be me? Well, I imagine it would be slightly less awesome than my life. What happened to you today, sweetheart, huh? Did they not chill your rosé? You know? Was the trolley not running down at the mall? What happened?
It's real.
No, it's unreal. I'm really fucking annoyed how white women have the fucking balls to throw my white privilege in my face. You know? Sort of separate themselves from these white males with their white male privilege. It's like, bitch, you're sitting in the jacuzzi with me. The fuck are you talking about? Yeah, quit your fucking whining. Look.
That's hilarious.
Here's a little caveat here, so you don't think I'm a complete asshole right out of the gate. All right, if you live in some honey boo boo lifestyle on the Appalachian Trail, you know, your uncle just banged you in the dirt. All right.
So your Christian background is part of the show.
Yes, and I wanted to talk to you about Jesus after this.
Well, the only reason why I bring it up is some people thought maybe you went a little too far. You know.
As far as what?
Well, they thought that maybe you were being disrespectful to the Christian religion.
Who did?
I'm telling you, you need to Google.
Oh, good Lord.
So did you feel you were being disrespectful, or just you were just having fun with some of the crucifixes and stuff like that?
I don't even know what I mean, we did maybe 2 jokes about that?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? More so than my cartoon.
All right, listen.
A couple of jokes. I know this is a morning show. You can't bring up all those crimes.
You know what? Technically,
they just sort of kept moving them around. You know, like those killer whales at SeaWorld. After it kills a trainer, they'll then move it up to Seattle. They don't give them their background.
All right, I'm not totally following, but I don't think I want to.
You know what I'm talking about? It's a morning show. I understand.
I
came on. That kid missed the graduation, and then it was a feel-good story.
It was a feel-good, and we want to leave.
If you want to feel good about America, you watch the morning shows. You don't watch this, you know. We were joking earlier. If that kid's story about the graduation was late night, that would have been a whole different story.
What do you think?
He's still missing. We can't find him. All we found was his hat. But you watch in the morning. It's great. It all worked out. He got his own personal graduation. Like, I was in such a great mood. Look how yellow this couch is. It's like the sun.
This dude is
Dang.
Yeah.
But they invited him up there.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Well, the fact that he is just allowed to say what he wants to say, that's a blessing, man.
That's real.
I'll say, yeah, man. I can't really. All I can say is that I enjoy watching him stand up and seeing his perspective, because he's honest about what he believes and what he thinks, and to me, hey, man, look. That's the
and something we
I don't worry. I just pray, because that's what gets you closer to God. It's just looking at the truth, understanding it, and then you know what I'm saying, because your view of things will change as you learn more truth. Yeah. So yeah, man, I love that.
And the thing is that it's not wrapped up in a nice package with a pretty little bow that we all think that it should be, but we've come too far. Like, look how far we've gotten, where we don't even tell ourselves the truth anymore about ourselves. Like, we can't even do that within. So especially can't do it outwardly. You know what I mean? And so once we start understanding, it doesn't really matter how it's wrapped up, and get past that, then you can start being able to tell yourself the truth, you know? Get past about how it's you're saying it in a bad way, okay, like, okay, maybe it could be softer, but is it still this? Is it still the truth? And so it's just getting past that that barrier, which is a big issue, you know what I mean? Is it doesn't matter what kind of wrapping that it has, it's still the truth. And that's what we gotta work past, because we've already done so much damage of not telling the truth. So that's the only way, you know?
Marshmallow world.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
But God bless you guys.
Yeah,
this is different.
Yeah.
And we do love you, though. Please. Yeah. We do. And we'll see how this goes. God bless you guys. We'll see you in the next one.